You know, there are some stories we all grow up with. These warnings our parents gave us that always felt a little more like folklore than, a real thing. Well, today, we're diving into one of those exact stories, the one about the stranger in a van, and we're going to see how modern tech completely transformed it from just a scary tale into a documented, very real threat.
Want some free candy? Oh man, we all know this phrase, right? It's been a punchline, the classic cliche for stranger danger for as long as I can remember. But what happens when that exact line is recorded on a doorbell camera, spoken by a real person to a real kid? Well, in 2025, that's exactly what started happening.
And this slide really just lays it all out, doesn't it? On the one hand, you've got the legend, this scary story we all kind of brushed off. And then, on the other, you have the new reality. This isn't a myth anymore. It's a series of actual, documented events from 2025 that we really need to get our heads around.
Okay, so let's dive into how this all happened. We're officially moving from folklore to cold, hard fact. And it's all because of these little cameras everywhere. Doorbell cams, home security systems, they provided undeniable proof of these luring attempts. They changed the game completely.
And what's so important to understand here is where this information is coming from. We're not talking about third-hand stories or some rumor on the internet. We're talking about actual video evidence. We've got footage from Ring cameras, from neighbor security systems, even from school surveillance. These are documented, verifiable attempts.
All right, so let's break down the specific cases that started building this really alarming pattern. As you're about to see on this timeline, what kicked off as just one viral incident, well, it snowballed, and fast, into a nationwide concern.
The threat just escalated so quickly throughout the year. It started out in California, then bam, a super brazen attempt in Texas, then a really close call down in Florida, and by the end of the year, it wasn't just local news anymore. Police departments in multiple states were issuing official warnings about this. So this first case out of California, it's like the perfect example of the old legend with a modern twist. You've got the white unmarked van, you've got the classic chilling line, want some free candy, but this time a neighbor's Ring camera caught the whole thing. That footage went viral in local parent groups, and that's what directly led to the driver's arrest.
And this was not an isolated event. Not at all. In Texas, a suspect was so bold, they literally painted free candy on the side of their van. I mean, seriously. Then in Florida, a homeowner's quick thinking actually prevented a potential abduction. And once again, what gave the police their only lead? The Ring footage.
And get this, beyond those three major, well-documented cases, more than 20 similar reports came pouring in from police departments all across the country. We're talking Ohio, Georgia, Illinois, Arizona. This was a widespread pattern, not just a few local scares.
So, how does this all build into what you could call a modern playbook? And why is this old, creepy tactic making a comeback now? Understanding the methods and the environment that's letting them thrive, that's absolutely key.
So that really is the big question, isn't it? Why now? Why this sudden resurgence in 2025? Well, it's not just one thing. It's really a combination of a few modern factors that have made this old scare feel brand new again.
Okay, here are the key factors at play. First up, anonymity. It is shockingly easy to get your hands on a cheap, untraceable van. Second, virality. And this is a real double-edged sword. That doorbell footage spreads like wildfire, which, yeah, can lead to an arrest, but it also creates this massive wave of awareness and sometimes real panic, which can be exploited.
And as all these reports from 2025 came in, some really clear patterns started to emerge. The vehicles? Almost always plain, white, or single-colored vans with zero logos. The drivers? They're typically acting alone. And the timing is predictable, late afternoon, early evening, right when kids are getting home from school or just playing outside.
So, knowing the threat is one thing, but knowing how to respond? That's everything. Let's turn to the official advice that's been compiled from all those police department bulletins that were released specifically because of these incidents.
All right, this is the four-step protocol they're telling everyone. Number 1 is an absolute. Never, ever approach a stopped vehicle. Number 2 is all about creating chaos. Scream, kick, run. But number 3 is so important. Yelling, "This is not my parent." It's a specific phrase that just cuts through any confusion and signals to other adults, hey, this is a possible abduction, not just a kid throwing a tantrum. And finally, report every single suspicious incident, even if you think nothing happened.
And that really brings it all full circle. You know, what used to be a punchline, just a piece of folklore, has been totally redefined by everything that happened in 2025. It is now a literal warning sign, a phrase that, when you hear it, demands immediate attention and action.
So we'll leave you with this question. And look, it's not meant to create fear. It's meant to encourage awareness. The fact that this old legend became a documented reality is just a powerful, powerful reminder that we always have to remain vigilant.